Sometimes you write a loop and you do not want to continue until the test that you're testing on becomes true and you drop out of the loop. Let's look at an example. Let's say I am asking the user for their quiz grades, like we were doing right now, okay? And I want to keep asking them for their quiz grades or their test grades. So I'm going to, again, say, you know, maybe ask equal to yes. And again, while ask is equal to yes, so that they're telling me yes, I have more. I'm going to ask them for the grade. I'm going to say grade equal to float input enter quiz grade. And, you know, maybe there's something that I'm going to do with it, but for now, I'm just going to print it out. Okay, and then I'm done processing. You know, maybe here I was converting to the letter grade or doing some processing. But next, I'm going to ask them again. So I'm going to say, okay, do you want to enter another one? So I'm going to ask input, enter another grade, yes or no. Okay. So here the user is going to see the question and they're going to enter another one. Let's just make sure that this piece of code is working. So enter grade, sorry, enter the grade, let's say 19, enter another one, yes, and so it's working. Let's just say no. Now, what if I'm doing some kind of loop, I'm going through, and I want to end this loop early on. So I want to, actually, you know what, let me change this let me change this. Let's say I'm asking the user, let's actually have it a count. So the user is not telling me. Let's say I'm doing a count and I know that there are 10. So while count is less than or equal to 10, I'm going to ask them for the grade. I'm going to print it out. I'm going to say count plus equal 1. So here the user is not deciding, I'm deciding. And maybe I'm calculating like how much their total grade is or whatever. We're going to see more examples of that next class. But for now, this loop is going to run 10 times. Now, what if as I'm processing this information, I ask them for a quiz grade? You know, I'm asking for some grades and then they enter a -7. And once I see this -7, I say, oh my goodness, how can there be a grade that's -7? I want to go and check my grade book and see how is it that I have a grade stored for the student that's a -7. I don't want to continue this loop. But because I have count equal 10, I am forced to keep continuing until I hit the 10, which doesn't make sense because I know that any calculation I'm doing right now is going to get thrown away because I had a grade in there that was negative and it was wrong. So there are two ways to exit a loop. One way is to exit when the test reaches false. Okay, so that's the first way of exiting a loop. Another way of exiting the loop is by forcing the loop to exit. So here, what I can do, I can say if grade less than 0, I'm going to exit this loop. Something catastrophic happened. We can use the word break. And what break does is exit the loop. So break will exit the loop. This is used in a catastrophic situation. Catastrophic situation. Emergency situation. There is no way for me to continue this loop because things are situation. Because I know that whatever grade I'm calculating or I'm printing is invalid. So this loop will end if the user enters anything that's less than 0. So let's try it. And let's say they enter 10, they enter 7, and then they enter -8. Immediately the loop ended. So the nice thing about the break statement is if you have a while loop and you want it to end early, you found some kind of condition inside your loop that prevents you from really continuing this loop and doing whatever you were doing, like calculating their final grade or the average of all the quizzes. Then what you do is you use the word break. And what break does, it exits the loop for you. It exits empty, so early. So here you see that this loop only ran 3 times. We say each time the loop runs, this is an iteration. So it ran 3 iterations of the loop and then it exited. It didn't even print the -8. So break just exits the loop immediately. It didn't go and do print grade. It didn't print me the -8. See, 10 got printed, 7 got printed, -8 didn't get printed. So the break keyword is used to end the loop early. Let's look at this loop, what it's doing. Here, I'm saying while true. Can this loop, can this test ever become false? There's no way. There isn't even a test. I'm not saying n less than 5, ask equal yes. I'm saying while true. This is the keyword true, the Boolean true. So this loop is an infinite loop unless something inside exits the loop. So I'm saying while true, maybe ask the user for something. So I'm saying I'm going to print the greater than sign, and I'm going to ask them to basically type something. And then I'm checking if whatever the user typed is equal to done, I'm going to break. So here I'm basically reading what the user is writing, is typing in until the user what? Until the user types in the word done. So if they type the word done, I break. I exit the loop. Otherwise, I just print whatever they told me. So here I'm printing, I print the greater than sign and they type hello there. So what I'm going to do, my code checks, is line done? No, hello there is not done. So it doesn't break. It says print line, so it prints hello world, hello there. And then I loop around again and I print out greater than, they type finished. Is finished equal to done? No, it's not. So I print the line. So I print finished. And then I type it again, greater than, and here they type done. And now this if statement becomes true. If line is equal to done, it is, I'm going to break. Break means exit the while loop. What's after the while loop? This line that says print done. So this is how you can end a loop from the middle if anything happens and you want to end the loop before your test actually becomes true. Sorry, becomes false.